you know, the quality of weight training that you get. Kid comes in 200, leaves 300, and you know, that's a good thing, you know, and especially if he doesn't lose any of his athleticism. And I didn't have much to start with, didn't lose any, so I ended up being a decent player. So.
When you've had guys convert on the defensive line over the years since you've been a position coach, what kind of advice do you give them? What do you tell them? Because some guys are a little hesitant, you know.
Eat, lift, and run. Pretty much is what I tell them in that order. You know, the thing about making the change is that the bigger you are and the better you move, the more of a premium there is for that kind of athlete. And so there's fewer big people that can run than there are than small people that can run. And so, you know, as you get bigger and you maintain your athleticism, you make yourself a more rare commodity, if that makes sense.
That makes Tyrique a pretty valuable commodity for the next level, isn't it?
Yeah, he you know, he's adding value with his work here. I'm pleased with the effort he's been giving us, and he's got to continue to put money in the bank. He just work hard and do well and help us win games, and he's such a team guy, and he's committed, and he's fighting through those bumps and bruises, and just pleased with his progression, but it's got to continue. He's not where we need him to be. None of us are. So he's got to continue to improve every week.
What was it like to see them come up with that stop on 4th and 1 at the end?
Well, you know, we worked hard on that all week. Very formidable foe. I mean, they do a great job running that triple option, as everybody knows. And, you know, we executed our technique, did things the right way, put himself in a position to make the play, and willed that young man to the ground. It was a big play for us.
When you're talking about moving a guy like Shakir and going into his senior year, you know, maybe there could be a mindset of like, well, this is what's best for the team, and I'm going to do it. But have you sort of gotten the sense from him that this feels natural? This feels like a good thing for him and not just a good thing for the team?
He embraced it. I mean, he wants us to have success, and we felt that moving him down in there would give us a better opportunity to have success this season. And so he's just trying to grow with it and learn and you know, push himself, and he's done a good job, and I think we're seeing improvement from him.
Do you think he might have to move outside if he goes to the next level?
I'll tell you what, you know, right now, we're worried about Virginia. You know, let's not. That's what we're preparing for.
Sorry,
you know, I'm not really. you know, that's not really where our focus is. But I tell you what, if he just keeps playing like he is, you know, he's going to create some opportunities for himself.
Was that a career best game for him in your mind last week?
Well, I've only, you know, he's been here longer than me. So since I've had him, I think I think that's the best performance we've had from him, and we expect him to build on it this week.
Defense has struggled a little bit in the red zone now, allowing more touchdowns, smaller sample size from last year. But, I mean, what have you seen that is kind of, I don't know, allow teams to execute a little bit better?
Well, if I knew, I'd fix it. You know, it just comes down to our execution, all 11 of us that are out there on the field at that time. You know, it's a smaller area, less room for mistakes, and the stakes are higher when you get down there. And we've got to do a better job.
Were you happy to see Georgia take go for it on 4th and 1?
Well, I mean, you're pretty confident that that's what they're going to do. That's what they do. You know, they feel that they can get a yard or 2 or 3 when they need it, and fortunately, that time they did.
Second year in a row, Juan's really putting up impressive numbers, pass rushing. You know, there's more to his game than that, though. What else? Is there more than maybe he gets credit for that he does, other than just rush the passer?
I mean, he's continued to improve as a technical football player. Yes, he does a good job of rushing the quarterback, but he also does a good job of playing every down defense for us, and he is a key component in our every down defense, and he's also disruptive in the run game also. So he's just a good football player, you know, that we expect, again, to continue to get better and better as this year progresses. He hasn't plateaued.
Good. Coach, thank you for your
Thanks.
time.